What's up guys, this is Action Figure UK TCR and this is my SH Figuarts Dragonball Z / Super display in chronological order and posing ideas for you. Okay, so the artwork that I've done is all done by me. I've all done with watercolour paints. So yeah, just so you know, that's the most recent one I've done, the Cell Saga one, and that's the first one I've done. You can see the difference, and this is why displaying like this, I prefer not to display on detolfs, but I wish I had glass doors on these, because that's one thing about detolfs. You don't have to worry about dust, because I absolutely freaking hate dust. I haven't been here for 2 weeks, so I've had cleaning my display before this, so if there's any bits of dust left that I haven't noticed that you can see, I apologise. Right, so getting straight into it, we got Nappa and 2.0 Vegeta that I've put the panel lining on myself in front of. This is the Dragon Summons space pod, not the Figuarts one, and it's got 3 working LEDs in there. The door does open in the chair, so you can have Vegeta sitting in there. We've got Tien up on a stand doing his tri-beam, Goku and Vegeta, and again with detolfs, that's why you can't really put stands in like this on detolfs, and it takes away the kind of how dynamic the display can be. There's Yamcha. I love that he's using the effect from Nappa with the move that Yamcha does when he has that energy board on the end of his fingers and he's just swiping it around. There's Figuarts Krillin. He fits in with the SH Figuarts line perfectly. The Chaozu sitting there with the 4-star Dragon Ball. Saiyan raised on Earth Goku with the power pole and the demoniacal fit wavy hair. It is demoniacal fit, not demonical fit. It annoys me when people don't pronounce it properly. I will say these two are bootlegs back in the good Datong days. If you're new to the Figuarts game, Datong were kind of their own kind of bootleg company. I'm not really sure what happened to them, if they were sued or just went bust and stopped, I have no idea. So we'll carry on. There's Piccolo throwing off his cape there, that I've just got balanced on a metal stand made from a old coat hanger. Vegeta there, complaining about not being Super Saiyan yet. I believe that is another Datong one, technically a bootleg. There's only a few bootlegs in here, most of these are authentic figures. And then up there, Awakening Goku, finally turned Super Saiyan, kicking the crap out of Frieza. So that is my Saiyan Saga shelf, my display, with my own artwork. Well, Saiyan Saga slash Frieza Saga, I suppose. Kind of wanted a dynamic display, but didn't feel I had enough characters to make it worthy. So on to the next. Here I've got my custom Yardrat Goku, which I made myself. You can check a full tutorial on my channel to see how to make one yourself. I've got the androids there, posed quite nicely. Trunks at the front. Again, another custom of mine, I believe it was my last video. My imperfect cell custom there, sitting quite nicely. On to Android 16, using an energy blast out of his wrist. You can see him holding his hand there. Saiyan armor Trunks there, pulling down his glove. And the old cell cocoon from the Figuarts time machine that is sitting right behind me, but I couldn't actually currently fit it in my display without it looking too crammed. There we've got the original Gohan, but I've got the 2.0 original Super Saiyan 1 head on the body, so that's the old body, but the new Super Saiyan 1 head of the 2.0. There's Gohan there with his dislocated shoulder, the one-handed Kamehameha. Cell up there, aerial Kamehameha, as you can see in front of the Cell Games arena. I love this from with Super Vegeta, this display with these pieces. That is one of my favourite figures, this Vegeta. Here's OG Broly there, kick in. I did have him kick in Goku up in the air, like when he grabs him and just kicks him into the air in the original film, but I've taken Goku out to put him in a display in a shelf underneath. This is my one of my first customs from a terrible base figure, so it looks awful, but that's the Bojack Unbound Super Saiyan 2 Gohan custom. And that is the Android / Cell Games display. They're leading on from the Saiyan saga. Now onto the Buu saga, carries on down here. Got original Super Saiyan Goku dodging Majin Vegeta's punch there. Classic fight. I feel to make a display, posing is a lot of things you can have. You don't need this artwork and all that, it makes it look cool, but if you have really nice poses, then that can make a display as is. So, then behind, Gotenks and the Super Kamikami Ghost. Ultimate Gohan there. I would like to get the Saiyaman one just to have that tiny little scene where he busts out and he's in busts out into Super Saiyan when Vidal's getting her ass kicked by Spopovich. I don't have him at the moment. Now this here is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That body is the exact same body as the original. I bought two Super Saiyan 1 Gokus, and the head is from the Super Saiyan 3 bootleg, and I used the body of the bootleg to create my Jack Goku, as you'll see in my my tutorial if you want to check that out and make your own. So there behind we've got Majin Buu, Fat Buu, using the effect that comes with Super Buu. It's labelled as Evil Buu, but I'm sure everyone knows him as Super Buu. Chilling there with his creepy pose with his neck slightly bent. I love that face, that head sculpt. Fantastic figure. And here is not Figuarts Kid Buu. I feel he fits in a lot better than the Figuarts one does, but it's from an old line called is it Hybrid Action, I believe. And yeah, he's quite expensive and hard to find now. I think he's about £100, which would be I think about $115, but you never know what you can find. That's my SDCC Goku 2015, the Saiyan Saga one, no, the Frieza Saga one, sorry. But they're in the Buu saga with the, got that interpreted as the final Spirit Bomb that finishes off Kid Buu. So we got Vegito next. I really want the event exclusive Vegito Blue, but I cannot afford it at the minute. I will hopefully have him eventually. Up to the 2.0 Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Pose there. Obviously next to, as you can see, the Super Saiyan God Goku. The Kamehameha pose with the Tamashii flame parts coming out of his wrists. And to finish off that shelf, we've got Beerus and Whis. So that is my Boo Saga shelf, kind of leaning on to Battle of Gods, I suppose. Now this will be my Super shelf. I haven't yet done any artwork for my Dragon Ball Super shelf, but I'm not sure whether to make it like Goku Black's and Zamazu's like future city where it's all crumbled with a green sky and all that, green clouds, kind of leading on to a Tournament of Power like display. I'm not really sure whether to split it or what to do. Maybe comment down below if you have any ideas. So I say Super, but I'm pretty sure the film Resurrection F was still labelled as Dragon Ball Z. But there I've got Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta kicking the crap out of Golden Frieza, and I've got that as kind of the scene at the end while that's going on, where they've already gone back in time and Goku just busts out with that Kamehameha. Onto my Goku Black. So pleased I got this when it was released. Absolutely love this figure. Goku Black is posed next to the Dragon Stars Zamasu, which I am waiting for the UK to get the merged Zamasu SHF. That looks like a fantastic figure. And behind there I've got my custom Goku Black, which actually fits in perfectly. Like, very pleased with the colours I used now that you can compare him to the authentic real Goku Black. I'm quite pleased with my custom. So in front of those guys we've obviously got the Dragon Ball Super Trunks wielding the Spirit Sword. We'll finish off Merge Zamasu at the end. Down to Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta going in for a kick, balanced on one leg. The 2.0 Frieza in behind. Obviously with where he's placed and with having the halo, I've got that as if it was during the Tournament of Power. I've got the Super Saiyan Blue Goku on the way, should be here in a week or so I hope. And down here, the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, fantastic figure, love it to bits. And that is my Super shelf at the minute. This will be first of many, so some of these poses are generic as they are on the box. For instance, say if we go up to Vegeta there, it's a fairly generic on the box kind of pose. But then if we go to Yamcha here, that's quite dynamic, and same as like Goku up here. So these are posing ideas for you and showing my display in chronological order. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you did, and it should be first of many. I may upload a video on kind of display space saving ideas. As you can see, I've got some of the stands coming out of the bottom of another shelf there, and on my Spider-Man one quickly I've got a wire going across, so I may make a video about that, and there should be another display and posing ideas for you video up again soon. Cheers for watching, guys, have a good day. Actually, to finish off, I think I'll leave you with the boxes, because I like displaying the boxes above. This is the very top of my shelf with my Dragon Ball display right there in the middle. So going across the top, you can see I've got all the boxes of the original releases, which pretty much all of them, apart from like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4 bootlegs. It's the box for the OG Broly, leading on to all the 2.0 boxes. So yeah, that's how I display my boxes. If you have room, I'd say do the same. It's just nice to see them above the figures with all the labels as well. So yeah, that's that. Cheers, guys, thanks for watching, have a good day.